welcome to the World This Week. I'm Will Hall. Our top stories this week. Chaos in France as Prime Minister Lecornu resigns and is reappointed just 4 days later. Also on the programme, ties between Indian and British universities continue to deepen as the UK explores new ties abroad. And this week, the Nobel Prize Committee made some big announcements. But first, James Watson reports on President Macron's ministerial migraine.
Good morning. French President Emmanuel Macron has nominated Prime Minister for the 8th consecutive time to lead the French Parliament. Sébastien Lecornu was reappointed on Friday, just days after resigning on October 6. The government now faces widespread political uncertainty, with opposition parties from both the left and the right calling for Macron to step down. Macron's term is due to end in 2027, and he has signalled that he has no intention of resigning, despite his government being too weak to stay in power. The renomination was a surprise to pundits and politicians alike after Lecornu left office 14 hours after forming a cabinet. During his resignation, Lecornu said he believed there was ground for consensus between parties, but did not establish where and how this could be achieved. Now he has said he will do everything in his power to fulfill the task set by the president. Lecornu faces a deadline to put next year's budget to Parliament by the end of Monday. Without this, the government is at risk of collapse before the next parliamentary election. Facing a fresh political nightmare, the entire country is again waiting to see what effects this could have. I'm James Watson, reporting from Warwick campus. Will, back to you in the studio.
This past week, the Nobel Prize Committee has been hard at work recognising great contributions to science, literature, medicine and economics. But it was Friday's announcement of the Nobel Peace Prize that stayed on the airwaves. Francisca Tomei now brings us up to speed.
On the 10th of October, this year's Nobel Peace Prize winner was announced. The prize is one of the world's most prestigious international awards, which recognises exceptional efforts to promote peace, human rights and international cooperation. This year, it was awarded to María Corina Machado, a Venezuelan opposition leader known for her fight against the authoritarian rule of Nicolás Maduro. According to the Nobel Peace Prize press release, Machado was awarded the prize for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy. She was also described as a brave and committed champion of peace. Notably, Machado immediately dedicated part of her award to Donald Trump, citing his decisive support for Venezuelans' democracy movement, which has resulted in a mixed reception to her accomplishment. The president himself had been actively campaigning for the prize, although critics argued his lobbying would have no influence on the committee's decision. For many Venezuelan citizens, as well as others abroad, this prize serves as a symbol that peaceful resistance has power while facing fear. Machado's accomplishment shows that even one voice raised for democracy can reach influences across the world.
For the first time this year, prospective Warwick students had the opportunity to attend Open Days in India in 4 major cities. George Marshall reports on the broader emerging UK-India higher education links.
Big developments are underway in UK-India higher education ties. The University of Southampton has opened its first full campus in Gurugram, India, making it the first foreign university to operate a branch campus under India's new UGC regulations. However, Southampton isn't alone, with Lancaster University and the University of Surrey also planning to open campuses in India. At the same time, Imperial College London is expanding its Science and Innovation Hub in Bengaluru. Despite not being a teaching campus as of yet, it aims to boost research collaboration in areas like AI, semiconductors, advanced materials, and clean technology.
In the wake of greater economic relations between the UK and India after the Prime Minister's visit to India last week, there are now new connections between UK universities and Indian universities, forming new opportunities and experience for students on both sides.
Thank you for tuning in to The World This Week. As always, we encourage you to read more about our stories from reputable sources online or in print. And if you have a story you want to cover next week, be sure to let us know. Goodbye.